Hello everyone and welcome back to Mentos Plays Binding of Isaac, episode number 24. I did just try to record a run as Eve. It didn't go very well for me, and was really just kind of one of those frustrating runs where you never get to deal with the devil, where you always have to deal with her low damage. It wasn't going very well. I mean, I wasn't dead, but I also wasn't really in a position where I thought that it was going to be any bit of a fun run to continue. When you still have Eve's base damage, by the time you get to the depths, things just start going really, really slow, and they're boring. They're just standing around trying your best to dodge for 10 minutes at a time. You know, it's not a fun thing to play, in my opinion, when you have her base damage still so late. So I decided that it was better off, in the interest of my enjoyment of the run and my ability to create a good video, to just quit out, restart the run, and play through a fresh run. Hopefully this one's going to go better for us. Man, I really hate knowing that I recorded for like 15 minutes and then just quit because the game gave me nothing to make the run interesting. Like, I don't even require like an overpowered setup. I just want something to make it where I'm not stuck taking, 3 hits to kill attack flies by the time I'm on the depths. Because that just makes things ridiculously annoying to go through. That hit I took there was semi on purpose. I was planning on taking one at some point just to get to that boss challenge room. The relic is a really big pickup. Obviously one of the big strategies you want to use for Eve is to trade out all your red hearts for spirit hearts at the deal with the devil. Because that's going to allow you to be in your Horror Babylon state consistently. And so, to have the relic, which will give me spirit hearts, could be of huge help in order to facilitate that. We did get meat, which is a very, very slight damage upgrade alongside an HP upgrade. So, that'll help us out a little bit on these fights. We're going to be fighting Monstro and Larry Jr. But it's still not enough, but at least it's something. That was the other thing. I didn't get any HP upgrades throughout my entire run through Basement 1 through Depths 2. So I had 2 red hearts. I think I had like 1 or 2 spirit hearts at most. And I was entering into the womb or necropolis. And that's just not a fun run to keep playing through, even if you can succeed at it. Okay, that pedestal just caused me to take damage. That was kind of stupid of me. But at least now Dead Bird is out, and I took more stupid damage, which I'm not even sure how, because Larry was not in the same row as me. He was a spot above me, and somehow I still took damage, so that was interesting to say the least. But regardless, Dead Bird is going to try to do some work here. That'll help us out a bit. And we want to kill this last bit of Larry. It would help if Dead Bird would get down there and do its job. There we go. So we got a bomb. We're still at 1 heart, which isn't the best situation for us. But we're also, I guess, potentially slightly more survivable by way of that HP upgrade. This guy is going to take a lot of hits to take out, even with the slight damage upgrade from meat. We got another key. That means our second item room is possible for us. You know, like, it should go without saying that after that run that I did where I was getting no keys and I got through most of the chests with very few consequential items, like, what did I have? It was the Packed, Piercing Shots, and Blood of the Martyr were the only 3 items I had that were worth anything in terms of actually increasing my ability to kill enemies. And I made it through most of the chests on that run. And I didn't get Piercing Shots until the Cathedral. I didn't get Blood of the Martyr until Depths 2, I think it was. So, I mean, I definitely put in the work to make that run work. So, it speaks volumes about just how bad the run was going that I just quit out of. That I wasn't even willing to continue it. We're just going to run back here and look for secret rooms real quick. Because now that we have X-ray vision and they don't cost bombs, they're easy to find, and we might as well try to find all of them. And nothing there. We're going to check this room at the bottom here. Nothing there. It's been extremely hot around here the past few days. I guess I should check this top left corner. Nope. But yeah, it's been extremely hot these past few days, and I work outside. I work at a car wash. So first of all, you have to stand outside in the heat the whole day. Second of all, it's probably like the longest shifts I've worked in the past like month because of the bad weather we've been having. So of course, now that it's extremely hot, it's the days when we get good enough weather where I work full days most of the time. And then, of course, there's the fact that, you know, we're around heavy amounts of water that we're using to spray on the cars. It's all hot water, so that just increases the heat and the humidity in the area even more. So, on top of that, my shaved head and the sun don't mix very well. It's been kind of a tiring week, honestly. I'm not used to being out in the heat quite so, or out in such heat quite so much. On the other hand, I did take a vacation earlier this year to an area where that's kind of the norm temperature. So I guess it's kind of a little bit easier for me than people who haven't been on that kind of a vacation and are used to our colder weather we were having. And, okay, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, now I'm just playing poorly. Now I am just playing absolutely poorly. We're still alive, though, and that matters for something. If we take one more hit, we could get into the Horror Babylon state. And that would be pretty useful, actually, at this point. Once the relic drops another Spirit Heart, if I haven't recharged my red hearts at all, I might just go ahead and take a hit just for the sake of having my health raise a little bit before I open up to before I take the Spirit Hearts that I am at the Horror Babylon state for the bosses. And let's see now, we're gonna shoot through here to kill this guy. So we do have a red heart there. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up just yet or not, though. Let's kill these guys first, because that's going to be a big indicator if the relic drops on this room or not. It does, so you know what, we're going to go over here, we're going to take a hit to this Eternal Fly, and we're going to grab that and we're going to go fight our bosses. We got Double Monstro, probably the biggest pain in the neck boss we could fight on this point, except for Headless Horseman. And unfortunately, we're in Horror Babylon, so we are doing more damage than we would otherwise do, or this would be a very slow, tedious fight. Instead, it's just a somewhat slow and tedious fight. It's definitely worth being in the cursed state when you're Eve. Her damage is still bad with it, but everything that you get is magnified by so much by it that at least if you get a little bit to help you, it pays off. We get a speed upgrade. That doesn't really make me all that happy. We're going to go ahead and avoid this dude. Of course, that speed upgrade does come in handy here, because even though he's easy to avoid even at base speed, it still makes it a little bit easier to get out of the way of him when he charges. He's going to be dead very soon. And then this guy's going to charge at us. We really want to get him like right up here, and then just blast away at him until he loses the position. Rinse and repeat, if possible, right there. And this should be enough to kill him. No deal with the devil. This is getting really annoying. You know, Eve's lifeblood is the deals with the devil. And when I've now gone through the equivalent of 6 floors without finding a single one, it's really, really aggravating. It's like the game is actively trying to make me hate these runs and give up. Pillows bombs are key. That's not really all that bad or all that great. Oh man. Dime, that's really good actually. We get possible bum friend. I don't really want bum friend. Yeah, we're not going to buy anything from here. Oh man, this is going to be another long, boring run. I can feel it. It's like any other character has just enough damage where, you know, even if you're not getting many damage upgrades, it's slower and more boring, but at least you're doing something to enemies. With Eve, if you're not getting damage upgrades, if you fight something like the Bloat or Mask of Infamy, you're talking about, or especially Mask of Infamy, with how hard he is to hit, and how much health he has, by the time you're done fighting him, you've been fighting for like 20 minutes probably. Well, not maybe that much, but you've been fighting for an incredibly long time that is just absolutely unfun. Like, she is the only character where I ever have that problem of feeling like there becomes a point where she's just not fun to play as. And it's rapidly approaching that point for the second run in a row, which is very disappointing. I really want these runs to work out. I want to beat the Cathedral with Eve, unlock her item from up there. But right now it's just looking like it's going to be one of those runs where I end up just wanting to quit. Even if I don't, I just want to quit. I don't care about the game anymore. It's getting close to that point, unfortunately. And what do we have going for us? We got the Relic, which is really good, don't get me wrong. X-ray glasses, which are also really good. But those both don't help me to clear rooms faster. And that makes it very much just a run around in circles and hope to God you don't get hit for as long as possible. Before inevitably you end up getting hit and it really hurts. I don't know why I did this. This is stupid. I'm sorry, I'm broken by this right now. If I'd even got in one deal with the devil in the last 6 floors worth of things, this would be so much more doable and so much more fun. And instead we're stuck with Eve's base damage yet again by the time we're on the catacombs, which is not the easiest thing to deal with, but we just have nothing going for us in order to help us at all. And it's really frustrating. You know, you can be a master dodger, and if you have to dodge for as long as it takes to do so with this situation, you're probably going to mess up at some point. And there was nothing I could do there. Come on, go die. Bomb there. We're going to go in the curse room because we need something. Guppy's head, much better than Mr. Boom. It's at least something that's going to help us attack stuff. Not very well, but it's going to help us. I just wasted that charge because I forgot that you should never hit it as you're walking at a door. And let's go ahead and kill this dude. His spider is going to take, what, 3 hits to kill? Oh, only 2. The Joker card. Okay, that is a game changer. We need to get to the boss of this floor, fight the boss. If we get a devil room, we can see what we can take from there. Once again, preferably we want to get rid of all of our red hearts. But if we don't fight the boss, but if we don't get a devil room, then we can use the Joker. If we do, then we can use the Joker on the next floor to get a second one if we still have red health remaining we want to get rid of. And that's going to open up the door for us, possibly. That is the good thing in Isaac, is there can be very quick swings. Let's just hope we aren't fighting something too bad. Gertie Jr. is going to be a pain, but not that bad. The trick with Gertie Jr. is to just not give up ground to her so that you can slow her down. If you try to dodge out of the way of her every time she charges right away, she's going to be moving at her fastest and bouncing a little bit less predictably. So you definitely want to slow her down, keep her under control, let her kill her spawns when possible. And let's see now. We are very close to victory here. I could try to plant a bomb. It wouldn't work all that well, though. And she's bouncing kind of crazily right now. Oh, we took a hit. And, of course, we don't get to deal with the Devil Room, because why would we? So, we are going to pop the Joker after popping Guppy's head in case it's Krampus. Angel Room, Holy Grail. I would have preferred a Devil Room. I would have preferred getting rid of red hearts. But you know what? The Holy Grail is a very good item. I'm not going to complain. If we can find Sacred Heart at some point, I will be one happy man. So it still doesn't really help us all that much. I mean, we're still in a position where... I don't know why I just bought the ladder. We're still in a position where we aren't really helped along by anything. We don't have any kinds of stat upgrades that are going to help us. But on the bright side, at least we've got something beneficial. Something that might open a few doors to us, even if it's not a whole lot. So we're going to run down here. We're going to grab that Eternal Heart from the challenge room. Down to the next floor. Am I happy with the way that turned out? Not really. We're now up to 6 hearts. It's going to be hard to get rid of in Devil rooms, especially for our trend for Angel rooms, which means that the permanent Horror Babylon state is probably out of the question for this run, which is highly unfortunate. It's something that I was really looking forward to making use of. But we're also at least a little bit more survivable by way of flight, and Guppy's head will do some work for us in terms of damage. If we can find Guppy's tail and paw, or even dead cat and Guppy's paw or tail, either way, if we can get into that Guppy mode, our chances improve tremendously. There are a lot of options for us. It's just a matter of, do we have time to make use of any of them? Whoop. Oh, I got hung up on the wall. That sucked. I was holding down to get away, and I just got caught on the wall like you sometimes will in Isaac. And it made me take a hit that was worth a whole heart of damage. These guys are a royal pain when you don't have high damage, and when Dead Bird is like, I'm going to run away from the one that I can kill to go after one of these ones I can knock down a bit. Because Dead Bird is an idiot. Really, Dead Bird? You can't even kill him when he's sitting there like that. You need my help. Seriously? That just goes to show you how bad Dead Bird is as an item. Okay, so now we really need to knock these guys down a couple times. I wish there was a better way for me to do this, because right now there's no way I'm going to kill any of these things. They're just going to keep respawning and turning to ooze in their own time. We're essentially just grinding them down to a point where they're going to turn into ooze quicker. But we have no chance in this room unless we take a hit and let Dead Bird do something. So there's the hit for us, and there we go. Now the room is moving. And that's one thing that I absolutely hate about playing Eve, is the fact that there are rooms that you literally can't do damage quick enough to beat unless you take damage and use Dead Bird. I find that almost a requirement to take damage in order to have a chance is not a good thing. I mean, she's not my... Actually, she might be my least favorite character in the game, just because it takes so much to make her work. I've kind of bounced around with my thoughts on my personal character ratings. But yeah, I think Eve is still probably my least favorite character in the game, just because of the starting low damage. And there we go. Throat's a little bit wetted up now. Moistened, I guess. Oh, took a hit. What a shock. I mean, the run is better now that we have flying, don't get me wrong. Flying alone is a very good upgrade to have. The fact that it became so much more prevalent in Wrath of the Lamb than it was beforehand is very beneficial to the player, if not to the difficulty of the game. But flying alone isn't going to save us on this run. We need good items. I mean, like here again, we're in a situation where without taking a hit, we probably have no chance of killing these guys. Although, oh, we did get one of them by using a bomb. So we just use a bomb per ooze guy, per eyed globin, then we might stand a little bit of a chance. Okay, we got 2 down. That was actually surprising to me that I managed to kill him. Okay, we got 3 down. Okay. So that went better than expected. We're going to go fight our boss. It's Fistula. Not really my preferred choice of boss. The good thing is that once we get it down to its spawns, we can always hang out over some rocks and hide from the maggots instead of having to deal with things that are flying. But... Whoop. Oh yeah, I forgot that Fistula couldn't fly over rocks either, so we can kind of hang out over here and jump over this rock when we need to. It's not the most effective strategy, but come on, dead bird, do something. Took some more damage. That pretty much destroys my chance at a devil room this run. Dead bird decides to be a complete idiot as usual. Like, if dead bird had better AI, it would be an item that might compensate for the lack of damage, but it really doesn't. Another HP upgrade, so we got a really tanky run with no damage whatsoever, because God forbid an Eve run get any kind of damage upgrades, right? I mean, it's so much to ask that we get something that's not just making us tanky. I want something to make me where I can have a chance of clearing rooms in a decent amount of time. This is the one type of run in Isaac that aggravates me these days, is runs where I'm getting so much to help my survivability. You know, now we've got the Holy Grail, the Miter, we've got the Relic, we've got 7 red hearts. We have a ton of survivability. We just don't have the damage to where rooms are a bit entertaining to play because they take so long. And that kind of run frustrates me because I want to enjoy my runs with Isaac, and it's just not making it something that is very simple for me to do. Would you guys focus on these things instead of on their flies? I mean, at this point, we pretty much need a Mom's Knife, a Brimstone, something huge, even an Ipecac, to make this a chance of being a successful run. Not just in the matter of, in terms of making it so that we can kill things faster, but in the matter of making it so that my enjoyment is high enough to where I can stand to play through this all the way. Because right now, there's a reason I'm not playing that well, and that main reason is that I just am not enjoying myself all that much. Took another hit. Oh well. The game won't be merciful and let us die, so guess we might as well take the red patch. Not gonna go to the arcade and play for Blood Bag after all. Just gonna head down to the next floor. I could have gotten a lot of money out of that, but Necropolis won. So in other words, we're going to have to fight. Well, once again, I make it to Necropolis 1 with base damage Eve. The only reason I haven't quit this run is because I don't feel like wasting yet another, let's see, 22 minutes this time to get here over the like 16 that it was last time. Scuffy's head, we're going to use the Emperor. Hopefully, oh, the Carrion Queen, thank you. Actually, we have a lot of bombs, so this isn't that bad. It's only going to be when it starts going at an angle that's going to be a pain in the neck. We're just going to waste all of our bombs here to kill this thing as quick as possible. We got the red poop up there. It did give us a hit, so there goes our chance at a devil room. Well, I mean, we still got a chance. It's just very, very low now. Oh, man. Like, there is a part of me that's very tempted to just drop down to the next floor. Because, quite frankly, if I run across one of the rooms of those hives, we just stand no chance against them right now. We don't do enough damage to where we'll be able to take out their spawns as quick as they're spawning things. And that's going to make us pretty much just futilely firing into a crowd until we subdue, until we take enough damage to die. And that's a very depressing way to end a run, but it's probably going to happen. We do get a Tears Up, finally something that helps us kill things a little bit, but it's going to be too little too late. Unless we get something else to go along with it, like Polyphemus, Mom's Knife, Brimstone. Even Quad Shot doesn't help us right now, because Quad Shot doesn't really increase your damage all that much. It just lets you fire 4 shots at once instead of 1. So, you know, it helps you because you're firing more shots, but if your damage is this bad, you're still doing less damage than a base level Judas does if you hit one enemy with all 4 tiers every single shot that you take. 2 of clubs, I was really hoping that was a Joker card. My nose is very itchy. You know what, we're gonna peace out into the secret room. Come up here. couple of double spiders, I might be able to kill those, especially if that guy helps me like that. Some money and a key. And take some stupid damage because I'm just not paying attention like I should be. A beggar could be useful. Red patch is going to be more useful to us than goat hoof, I'll guarantee that much. 10 bombs! Because exactly what I needed was more bombs that are going to be very hard to use in combat. Not because they're actually that hard to use in combat, but because I don't really have much going for me in the way of blocking things. Beggar pays out after 2 cents, gives me the map. It's awesome because I know where the boss rooms and item rooms are on a non-cursed floor. But is it something that's going to help me? No. Because I need to be able to kill things in order to survive. I know it's a novel idea game, but any bit of survivability you could offer me would be much appreciated. We're going to play this down to 30 cents. Ace of Spades I'm taking because it might give me a Joker card. I want that Spirit Heart. We'll play one more time. And another Spirit Heart. I guess one more play. So having the Ace of Spades increases our chances of getting a Joker card to drop. I don't know why I volunteered myself for this room. It's going to take forever. It's probably going to do a lot of damage to me. But I had to do something. Do 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 do. Die, little dudes, die. Gonna take like 15 shots each. Especially these triple shot ones that are the ones that are actually annoying to fight. Seriously, how many times do I have to hit you before you die? Okay, now we get some hoppers. Those should only take like 4 hits to kill. Because, you know, that's a great position to be in on the Necropolis, is that you're taking 4 hits to kill hoppers. And zombies. Slash knights. It's going to drop a bomb there. Hopefully it got 2 of them. Good. Now these are going to take an unknown amount of hits to kill. And going to be kind of a pain in the neck. Of course, he turned around right into me. Pinky Eye I would want, but I want to stick with Ace of Spades for a better chance of getting a Joker card. We're looking for the shop right now, I believe. We haven't been to the shop yet on this floor. We fought a mini-boss already, so yeah, I guess the shop is a good place to go. Guess. Blue Candle would actually be a good pickup, but I don't remember if I have beaten Dark Was the Night. I'm usually not a big fan of Blue Candle, but in this situation at least it would give me some way to kill things. I could pretty much focus my entire attack around it instead of using it as an ancillary attack. But that might happen. I guess I shouldn't rule it out just yet. Spider got to me. Of course it did. Get a Spirit Heart. Use Guppy's Head. So the sacrifice room, not going to help me. There's our shop. We just got to kill a couple of greeds. A couple of Carradines, I guess. Like, is that what this is supposed to be? Is this supposed to be, like, showing you that Greed is actually Carradine, I believe is his name? And we get the battery. That is literally useless with Guppy's Head, but you know what? We have a lot of money, so let's just pick it up because, you know, we're having a trend of getting items that don't really help us all that much in this run. So, let us see here. We're going to head back this way. I would love to take the red patch with me, but I just don't feel confident that's a better option. We do have a library here. That could be a game changer if we got a Book of Belial in there. We do have enough red hearts where we can sacrifice some to... Book of Shadows. Is that worth more than Guppy's Head? I think it is. I mean, it's still going to charge pretty slow, and it's not going to help us that much, but Guppy's Head helps us kill. Book of Shadows just goes along with this trend of me having infinite survivability and no way to replenish, no way to kill. I'm playing this down to half a heart. Either I get a blood bag or an IV bag, or I get permanent Horror Babylon state. Either way. And there we go. We are in the Whore of Babylon state. We won't be getting removed from that now. We're going to pick up Telepathy for Dummies so that we don't find it again. And then I guess we're going to move onwards. So we have a little bit more damage now. By the way of being at a half a heart. We have enough Spirit Hearts to make it work. Still not enough to win the game, mind you, but it's something better than what we had going for us before. And no hearts laying around. Still no hearts laying around. And down to... Of course it's Necropolis 2. Why would the game want to give me the depths too? Now I'm kind of disappointed that... Oh my god! I hate you, flies! Now I'm kind of sad that I used up my red hearts on the blood bank, because Demon Beggar would have been much more useful to play. But we should find some more red hearts on the course of this floor, I would expect. Spirit Heart. Not really a red heart. 2 more Spirit Hearts. Don't tell me that because I have the Miter, I'm not going to be able to play Demon Beggar. Taking ridiculous amounts of damage to Greed. Another Spirit Heart. You know, I might just play Spirit Hearts on the Demon Beggar in all honesty. Loki's Horns is... That's really our last item room, is Loki's Horns. Really, like, that's the best you can get to me, game, right? Just giving me something that's going to improve my rate of fire a little bit. I'm playing this guy a bit. I don't care. A health up pill. I guess it's a good thing. Excuse me 1 minute. That is the game changer I was waiting for. Sacred Heart alone should be enough to make this run survivable. Obviously, I still would like to get some damage upgrades, but we are firing enough tiers, and Sacred Heart does enough inherent damage increase to where it should make a difference for us. Obviously, I'm still going to hope for a Devil Room on the next floor. Let me get maybe the Mark and the Pact would be a good combo, just for the damage up. I'd be willing to spend 4 hearts on that anytime, just as a way to make Sacred Heart even better. Of course, if we could get a Guppy's Paw, we could pretty much guarantee ourselves a win with health insanely far off the screen, as well as the Whore of Babylon. But we can't count our chickens before they hatch, when we have no reason to suspect that we'll get Guppy's Paw. We can hope for it, but we have no reason to really think that we will. I don't know if that door even ever closed. It was just kind of there. And we're going to walk over this way. We got some Masks and Hearts. That is crappy. I should also add that Sacred Heart gave us a full heal, which is, of course, a hugely beneficial thing for it to do. So I spent, what, like 2.5, 3 Spirit Hearts on Sacred Heart? That is a deal that I am willing to make, like, every single time. There are very few circumstances when I wouldn't be willing to make that deal, and that's when it would kill me. Like, if I'm playing as Blue Baby and I got 2.5, 3 Spirit Hearts, then yeah, I probably don't want to trade those for Sacred Heart, because, you know, it doesn't do me much good when I'm dead. But when I have a lot of Spirit Hearts, or even just a few Spirit Hearts, I am more than willing to trade them for one of the best items in the game. So I hope that you can tell there's a little bit of renewed vigor in my voice and my gameplay here, because definitely picking up that item was enough to freshen up this run and give me hope. Of course, Guppy's head and the flies that spawn from it are do scale from, of course I took a hit there like an idiot, do scale from the damage that you're doing with your tiers. So by the fact that we now have Sacred Heart and our tiers are doing much more damage, we are also seeing our flies do much more damage. So that's going to help us as well. Every time we walk into a room, we're going to get at least a few hits of decently high damage flies. We got a beggar here. Let's see what he gives me. Is he going to be as awesome as his friend and give me Polyphemus? Or a damage upgrade like Max's head, maybe? Come on, buddy. Give me something. Give me a little something something. Come on, bro. I'm paying for your dinner. Give me something. 2 of diamonds? Sure. Oh. Oh. And now we have Sacred Heart Quad Shot, which is, of course, a great combination. So we are in much better circumstances. Of course, we also have Loki's Horns, which is occasionally going to make us fire out from behind us as well. This run just turned around so much on this floor. And it was all because I was willing to take a risk on that Demon Beggar. Like, if not for that, we would have gotten Quad Shot, which wouldn't have helped much on its own. But we would have Flying, we would have Loki's Horns, we would have Quad Shot, and base damage. We would have gotten an Angel Room. Unfortunately, I have no way to teleport out of here. Unless this wants to give me a card when I blow it up. Spirit Heart, that was worth a penny. It does give me a tarot card, or a playing card. It's the Joker. You know what? There are a lot of things in the Angel Room that I'm not sure I would really want. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to come down here. We're going to fight through the womb. And if we get a Devil Room, then we will take whatever's in there if we want to. If not, then we'll use this here. Like I said, the reason for that is there are a couple of items in the Angel Room that would be nice to pick up. Mainly, what is it I'm thinking of? Blood of the Martyr and the Halo. But I mean, I could get the Scapular, which isn't going to help me very much. I could get... The Devil card is really good. We're actually going to take that to the boss with us. The Ankh means that if we die, we can respawn as Blue Baby. Which could be useful if I feel like I'm confident that I can beat Blue Baby again. Because I could potentially... The Chariot, not as good as the Devil. I could potentially use that on... to kill myself after the Isaac fight. And then fight him as Blue Baby. We already beat Isaac as Blue Baby. But if we could do it again with the Ankh here, that would give us enough to get a card, which is the Fool. That would give us enough to... I forget where I was going. What would give us enough to? If I can remember that part. Oh yeah, that would give us enough to unlock the Polaroid. It would be the 6th chest victory. And that would be enough to unlock it, which would of course make it so we could start going to the chest. Of course, we still have a couple characters, I believe, who haven't beaten Satan at least, so we still need to worry about that as well, but... Oh, right now I'm just glad this run got reinvigorated for me, that I got this Guppy's head that has made a huge difference. Not Guppy's head, Sacred Heart, that has made a huge difference for us. We're going to be fighting Skolex, not that much of a threat. You should be able to take him out relatively easily. Although, admittedly, when you don't have piercing shots, he does get much more difficult because you can't hit him as often. Like, that's what makes Pin actually easier than Skolex, is just the fact that you can hit him at any time during his jump. That was a horrible set of shots. And of course, the one downside of Sacred Heart is it lowers your shot speed. So we aren't able to hit as far away as quickly. Which means that we have to get a little bit closer to the tail. So we don't get a Devil Room on this floor, which I kind of expected, honestly. So we're going to run all the way back here. I apologize for the backtracking, but I want to give us the best chance to win. If I could find 2 Guppy items besides Guppy's head as well, besides Guppy's, or Dead Cat Guppy, I'd be happy. We find the Bible. The Bible is a waste of an item. I wish I had just teleported on the last floor because I got something horrible anyway. The Bible is one of those items that when you're a new player, it's really good because you're like, oh my god, I can beat Mom's heart or Mom in one hit. That's amazing. And then you start to realize how useless it is on the late game bosses because they just kill you. And it makes you kind of disappointed that you ever thought that it was a good item. So we do have a secret room here, an arcade, and a library. And the question is my health high enough where I'm willing to go down to half a heart so I can be in Whore of Babylon constantly? It might be. I might have enough spirit hearts to where I think that is a wise decision. More damage is obviously hugely useful. Book of Revelations I'm not going to keep with me because I would rather have more damage, but we are going to see how low we get here. We can, of course, play it 2 times per heart. And we do have the Chariot card that we can play it with as well. It gave a blood bag, so we aren't going to get to Curse State, but we are going to have that little bit of damage up. Double Gertie Jr. I don't really like this room all that much at the moment, but it shouldn't be too bad or too much of a risk to us, so we might as well fight our way through it. Although I don't know why, since we don't need to go through it to get to the boss, but the Chariot card is kind of horrible against Isaac and Mom's Heart both, so I'm probably going to be using that at some point before we fight them. Double Gluttony, we could get less than 3, get up to a full 12 full red hearts. So this run started off very slow, but it has definitely turned around. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You give me a little bit of killing power, even if it's not like, you know, Mom's Knife Polyphemus, or like we had last run, Brimstone Polyphemus, or Epic Fetus or anything. Even if it's not any of those things, it can still be really fun just to have some level of killing power. But when you don't have that, it's just so draining to keep playing, you know what I mean? So I do apologize, I kind of was almost giving up on the run earlier, but I do start to get that feeling like it's almost a waste to keep playing, because even if I win, it's just going to take so long, it's not even going to be a suitable video to put up. You know, can you imagine if we still had Eve's base damage, how far back we would be right now? The Quad Shot and Sacred Heart have been the lifeblood of making us get through this run in a decent amount of time. Otherwise, it would have been like, oh, well, this video is an hour and a half long. I don't really think that people want to watch that long of a single Isaac run. And we're going to get this key. And you know, that's the other thing. Like, all it takes is, you know, one good deal with the Devil or Angel Room item, and your entire fortunes can be turned. You know, we didn't go with the strategy I had planned to, which was to put myself in Curse State and just kind of use whatever deals with the Devil I picked up to do so. But we worked our way out in another way. We're very tanky. We've got a very good damage upgrade in the way of Sacred Heart. We're spreading that out over Quad Shots so that it's doing more damage than it would otherwise. We're in a very good position right now. I'm going to pop a bomb there. Duke of Flies is spawned. Duke of Flies is dead. And we're going to get some shot laser flies. I actually forget what these things are called. Did take some damage to one of Mom's bombs and to a fly. But quite frankly, I'm not that worried right now. We have gone from being in a very bad position to a very good position. My throat is getting very dry and it's making it hard to talk. But we can skip over most of this floor, which is beneficial, of course. We could play this a little bit, see if we could find like the tick or something. Flat penny, not going to help me at this point. Umbilical cord, same difference. Okay, I don't really want flat penny, but I guess I don't really need ace of spades anymore. What I really want is for it to spawn the tick, but I don't want to spend that long here. Of course, for those of you who don't know, if you're not going to the chest, the tick is probably the best trinket in the game. Or maybe not the best trinket in the game, but it's a very good trinket. Cancer is another one I would be more than willing to get. But, what was I going for? Yeah, the tick takes off a huge portion of enemy boss health, and if you aren't at full health when you enter, it heals you up a bit. So it can be one of the more beneficial trinkets to have on you. We got a tarot card, which is the stars. Definitely don't want to use that. Another chariot card. A hermit card. God, I hate fortune tellers. I don't want the stars or the hermit. I could use one of the chariots, I guess. Might as well. It's getting very hard to hit the actual machine and not pick something up. Crystal ball we'll use once. We get a playing card, 2 of diamonds, and we're back to 99 cents. So if we could somehow find a money equals power in the next couple rooms, that would be a huge help. As it stands, though, I'm pretty sure we're going to beat Isaac here. This curse room could be helpful to us, but wouldn't it be funny if the curse room was Guppy's Paw? Like, okay, well, we loaded you up on red hearts, we made you doubt the run forever, and then we just made it impossible for you to lose. Like right now, if I had a really, really poor Isaac fight, I guess I could probably still lose. It's unlikely, but I probably could. If I got Guppy's Paw, it would be literally impossible. I didn't, though. I got 2 troll bombs. And we're going to come down here. Our last room before the boss has a few of these dudes. And we just want to... Whoop. The blue spikes are honestly the thing that is causing me the most trouble in this room. But they also just help me, so... And yes, I know they haven't actually damaged me, but... Oh... They are responsible for me being unable to kind of hide very well from the enemies. So now it's just a matter of spamming some shots in here. If we could get Dead Bird to eat at Isaac, that would be awesome. Thank you. The cherry card we'll probably save for the 3rd phase to clear out some angel fetuses when we get the chance. But right now I'm actually confident enough in my health and my damage to just kind of stand here and tank it. I know it's not the best decision because I might not have as much health as I think I do, but I'm pretty confident in myself right now. Let's just keep firing. We do get the angel fetuses to spawn. We're still taking damage. And you know what, I think one more hit is a good time for the chariot. Let's plop in here and hit Isaac a bit. Let's clear out some more of these dudes. And then we just need to survive until the end of the fight by way of killing Isaac as quick as possible. A little bit of crowd control with the chariot. It doesn't affect Isaac all that much. And we are 1 angel fetus away. We are victorious. Sacrificial knife is unlocked. That run turned around big time on Necropolis 2 there, all thanks to Mr. Demon Beggar. So, as usual, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Including my downtime where I felt defeated and was really not very much into the game that I was playing. But it picked up there near the end, I think, my commentary, my gameplay, and the entertainment of the run. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, whenever. And I will see you on the next episode when we will be, I believe, 1 fight away from unlocking the Polaroid. It's here showing right now, but it isn't unlocked just yet. So yeah, with that, I'll be out of here. Take care, everyone.